So drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe today. Thanks everyone. And remember, we're not without you guys.
Hi everyone and welcome back. It's Colin Cronin here from the Future Cork Local Band, and we're going to continue now with part 4 of this podcast of the live tour from last year, 2021, from the Brew Bear, and also part 4 of the cassette tape of Colin Cronin Takes Over the Brew Bear compilation. Here we go. Let's get stuck into it. Alright. So yeah, I'm just setting up there now with my guitar and on stage and getting all ready, and we're just doing the sound check for the gig. And we're getting the mic sorted in place and getting all set up, and yeah, and as you can see, I'm wearing the one of our own t-shirts, the Future Cork Local Band t-shirt, which you can buy online at the Future Cork Local Band merch Instagram if you send a DM. I'm just doing a mic check there. Your man's just fixing the mic there now for me. So yeah, I think the opening song to this gig was The Killing of a President. Yeah. And I wrote that song with a band member of the group years ago. We wrote that together. Yeah. And I'm just starting off there now. Here we go. Yeah. And this had a good set list actually. The couple of songs that I did this night. And the sound check was good. You can find all these live gigs on this YouTube channel, this YouTube page also. So check them out. All the live gigs at the Brew Bear by the Future Cork Local Band. So give them a watch, check them out, give them a like, subscribe. I think I got a fresh haircut as well that evening before I went down to do that gig. Yeah. I just got a fresh, brand new, snazzy haircut. Yeah. It was nice actually. Nice old haircut, tight haircut, snazzy. So yeah, I think this gig as well, it could have been early November. This gig was recorded. I can't be 100% sure, but I'd say it was early November when I was playing here now. And yeah, because I know the first one that we did in there was like early October, so it's either late October this one or it's early November. Yeah. The first thing I'd probably do when I finish a gig is I'd have a cigarette pre-rolled, and I'd pack my stuff first anyway. I pack all my gear up and I'd go out for a cigarette with my gear, and I'd have a cigarette just to calm my nerves. Yeah, that's something I always need to do anyway, is have a cigarette. Yeah, before and after. Yeah, but especially after. Yeah, just for kind of a come down buzz, you know. Yeah, and I need it before as well, just to calm my nerves before going up on stage. Yeah, a cigarette before going up on stage. So yeah, these gigs in the Brew that I did as part of the Future Cork Local Band for the 4 gigs last year were kind of an experimental session because they were open mic. It was free entry. You just text in and you apply for the open mic and it's on Monday night, and that's what we did. We texted in and we got our slot in the open mic, and what we did then was we recorded them and we put them to cassette, and that was us that was us doing our job then for ourselves, as well, me doing my job for myself as part of the group, the Future Cork Local Band, and I just put it to cassette tape then, and I recorded it onto cassette tape, and I put it out into the world then, like I put it into record fairs and record stores, and and it's out there now, and it was a great turnout, yeah, and it sounds great on cassette, and it looks great. The cover looks great. The J card, the overall project turned out great. So I'm happy with it. The fans are happy with it. The record stores are happy with it. The buyers are happy with it, which is the main thing. So it was brilliant. I fucking love the last line in this song. Yeah, I love the last line of the song. Here now. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah, we're just finishing up this song now. We're going into the next song, and the next song then is what's the next song? Them books that were done up and made up were an amazing job. The Future Cork Local Band card books, they're brilliant. Yeah, they're a great job, because they've got all the songs and all the cards, and you can just, if you want to go anywhere, or if you're at a party, or if you're doing a gig or anything, you can just take them away with you, and you sing away and play away. They're brilliant. Yeah. I'm just putting the cap on now, so I'm just getting comfy. It looks like getting my ass comfortable on the chair or the stool. Oh, I think the next song actually the next song is good. I like this song. I wrote this song in an apartment in Cork one morning when I was drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes. And when I wrote the first line, the rest of the song just wrote itself, basically. Yeah. It was one of them songs, like, just wrote itself, like, such a good song to listen to and play, and it's an easy song to listen to, and it's a lovely song, like. It's a really good song. Like some of the bands I listen to are probably like the Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Guns N' Roses. There's loads of them, really. Aerosmith are good. There's buckets of them. Bob Dylan's good. Yeah. Neil Young and that Joe Rogan thing is a whole debate to get into, but Neil Young, it's a pity his stuff isn't on the streaming websites anymore, or is that just Spotify? Yeah, you can find a few of our stuff on Spotify, actually. A few of our live albums, so check them out. Check out a few of our live albums on Spotify by the Future Cork Local Band. and you can find them on iTunes and Amazon Music and YouTube Music, so check them out. I always enjoy playing live gigs. Yeah, you there's nothing better than playing a live gig, you know, going up on stage and performing your songs or someone else's songs to a live audience. Yeah, there's nothing better in the world. I think when I finished this gig and I got home that night, I had a few drinks. I had a few cans of beer. The next day, I did the tape. I recorded all the 4 gigs onto the tape, and I had a few more beers that night. And I listened to it on the boom box on tape, having a few beers, and it sounded amazing. And the beers were amazing as well. Yeah, the drinks were great to have when listening to the live gigs back over. So people ask me all the time, what kind of genre is the music that we put out there, or I put out there, and I always tell them the same. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last podcast, but I tell them the same answer all the time. It's kind of an Irish folk rock, and it's like alternate, and there could be a bit of grungy kind of feeling in there, and it's like garage. I think I did say this in the last podcast, but I'll say it again anyway, because it's worth mentioning. Everyone asks me that every time I'm asked that. I'd say buckets and buckets of times every day. Or when I meet someone new, or someone new meets me, they always ask me the same bloody question. Yeah. So that song got a good response there now as well, which is great. I think the next song now is one of my favourites, and it's a popular one on YouTube and on the streaming websites like Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, and YouTube Music. All them streaming websites it's popular on, and it's Live Young, Die Old. The title is easy enough to understand. There's only one person that I know of that doesn't understand the title, and he's one of the lads I know. He doesn't quite get it, and yeah, it still baffles me. Like, still, how doesn't he understand that? It's it's in the title, Yeah. So, yeah. This is also one of my auntie's favourite songs. Yeah. So that's worth mentioning. Yeah. This was one of the earlier songs I wrote, I'd say, yeah, back in the day. And it's kind of stood the test of time too for the group. Yeah, it's still being sang today and it's still being played. So it really has, stood the test of time. Yeah. So yeah, rock and roll. Playing in Cork City is hugely important to the group, because Cork is home, and Cork City is the place to play the best gigs, and it's where the crack is, where the banter is, where you'll hear the best music, where all the best live bands come to play are in Cork, where all the best live shows are in Cork. The street that I'm playing on there now, McCurtain Street, is one of the best streets in Cork. Probably is the best street in Cork. It's got everything you want. It's got a theatre, it's got pubs, live venues to play gigs. It's got restaurants, cocktail bars. It's got, you name it, it's got it. It's got record stores, so you can shop at record stores and you can play a live gig at record stores. That street, McCurtain Street, has everything. It's definitely the best street on or in Cork. So yeah, so doing a live gig in Cork, which we've done over the last year, the tour we've done it the last year from 2021 and 2022, the Future Cork Local Band was definitely a must need do, and it's been done now. And other bands that are coming from America and Europe and England and the UK and Scotland and all them places, they need to do the same. They need to visit Cork as well, and it's a must do for them kind of bands too. Like, it's a tick the box for them as well, because Cork is the place to be, and it's got the best live shows, as mentioned, best live gigs, best venues. So it's a no brainer, really. Like, you know, Cork's the place to be, by. If I remember, there was a couple of good photography shots taken of this night live, and yeah, they're up on my Instagram, my personal Instagram on Cronin621. You might find them on the band's Instagram too, on the Future Cork Local Band Instagram. They're good photography shots. So yeah, so this is session 4, the last part of Colin Cronin takes over the Brew Bear compilation cassette tape of the live gigs, and it finishes on this song, Live Young Die Old. Depending on how this podcast gets on, we might continue and pick up with the Brew Bear Unplugged by the Future Cork Local Band, with a 4-part session, and see how we get on with the Unplugged Brew Bear by the Future Cork Local Band, because they're actually more interesting couple of live gigs, because there was, if I remember, there was a heckler one of the nights, and there was also a group of people arsing about with the camera that was recording me up on stage. So yeah, maybe that's worth talking about in the next 4 sessions of the podcast that might come out of the Brew Unplugged by the Future Cork Local Band. So drop a comment, like, subscribe. You guys let me know, and I'll get to work. Cheers. So yeah, I'm just wrapping up the gear there now, as you can see, putting my books away, saying thanks to the audience. Yeah. There comes your man to take the stool away. I'm out of there, out the gap. So yeah, keep me posted. Like, subscribe, comment. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Also, you can purchase the group's live album titled Live in Europe by the Future Cork Local Band. It's available in Tower Records, Dublin. Also, you can get it online at towerrecords.ie. You can also buy another live album titled Songs in the Garage by the Future Cork Local Band. Same place, Tower Records, Dublin, or towerrecords.ie online at the website. Thanks everyone, and remember, we're not know about you guys.
You can follow us on Facebook. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. Thanks everyone. You guys are the best. And remember, we're not without you guys.